Your homework on the Kermode Uncut blog last week was to come up with a triple bill of movies that would enthrall and excite someone who was totally uninterested in the World Cup, who wasn't swept up in the World Cup fever that's engulfed the rest of the nation. Now, I understand that by the time you're watching this blog, England may no longer be in the World Cup, or maybe they still are. It doesn't make any difference. The triple bill thing still holds. So, you come up with some great suggestions. Here are some of them. Some people were short and to the point. Composer 1979, The Three Colours trilogy. Good choice. This from Paul Smith, 2001. If, Oh Lucky Man and Britannia Hospital. Somehow I can't picture Mick Travis, or for that matter Lindsay Anderson, having much interest in the World Cup, although if it was rugby that might be a different story. I picked this particularly because it gives me a chance to say once again, Oh Lucky Man, not just a wonderful film, but a fantastic soundtrack album. Other people expanded a little bit more. This from Miracle Mile. I've programmed a triple bill by finding films that run for 90 to 95 minutes. Brackets, the same length as a football match for the uninformed. And thanks for pointing that out, because I didn't actually get that the first time, because I think football, schmuckball. Number one, Marty, the story of an overweight, socially awkward 34-year-old unmarried living with his mother. Ernest Borgnine's award-winning performance certainly rings a bell of recognition to those who don't have any interest in football. Two, Wild Strawberries, an elderly doctor drives with his daughter-in-law to the 50th anniversary celebrations of his graduation. Along the way, he ponders childhood memories, love, death, family, religion, and existence. Gentle and beautiful, perhaps the most anti-football movie ever made. It's a bold claim. And three, The Anniversary, one of the darkest films of the 1960s. Writer-producer Jimmy Sangster, the great Jimmy Sangster, script is packed full of grotesquely memorable quotes and ghastly believable characterisation. Three fantastic movies with clear longevity, not once with an ounce of football. Far preferable to spending the time on three totally unmemorable games of football. Now, I did say we're not talking about films about football. Many of you picked up on this to do films about other sports. This from Vincent Gareth Thomas. Three films that are about different sports: Invictus, Field of Dreams, and Dodgeball. Dodgeball, the clear standout there. But Conor McGregor goes further. I've selected three films that will make Mark forget about the terrible and overhyped football going on right now. One, Rocky, a boxing film starring Sylvester Stallone, I know that, grunting and puffing through 2 hours. Rocky is a sports film, and a sports film that is well written, well directed, and remains a classic in the genre. Two, The Mighty Ducks. Oh, remember The Mighty Ducks, a comedy about a lawyer who goes back to high school to teach a hockey team and lead them to success. And three, Cool Runnings, just a terrific movie that should be seen by anyone who is a fan of sports movies, and incidentally, a classic case of a film which is based on a true story, or inspired by real events. This from Marge Gunderson. I'm off to see Please Give tonight, which was actually one of my examples of a film which was counter-programming, aiming, the distributors think anyway, primarily towards a female audience because it stars Catherine Keener. A really, really great film that deserved to do well in the cinema at any time, but good for the World Cup for being there, for boosting its profile. My perfect anti-World Cup triple bill would be Stand By Me. I love that film. The Lives of Others, which I still resent for beating Pan's Labyrinth to the Best Foreign Language Film Oscar, and Jaws. A nice reminder of what it's like to be a child, then a bit of historical and political drama, finished off by full-on shark action with the best trio of characters ever committed to celluloid. And this from Gemma. I try and cover the taste of the film fan who isn't interested in the World Cup, but doesn't have specific stereotypical likes and dislikes, so it's a broad list. One, The Graduate. Watching this classic will take you far away from the world of football while still not being a chick flick. Two, Hairspray, the original Hairspray, although I'd also make a case for the musical film version. Race Riots, Divine, and a Tubby Girl winning the day, football be damned. And three, and this is an interesting controversial choice, Bend It Like Beckham. Yes, it has football, clearly, but it's incidental. A tool, as the story is built around the strong female leads and covers friendship, relationships and culture. Plus, it's nice to end on a bit of a feel-good number. And of course, it was the film which first brought Keira Knightley to the world and demonstrated that she really can be quite a talented actress, as I think she subsequently demonstrated. It's just that Pirates period in the middle, which was her IKEA favourites. Moving the goalpost once again, see what I did there? Tweak suggests My Neighbour Totoro, another delightful Hayao Miyazaki film which causes me to smile from start to finish. Hard Candy, good choice. A great two-hander starring Ellen Page and Patrick Wilson that will have most of its male viewers squirming. A very, very good choice. And incidentally, a film directed by David Slade, whose new film is the new Twilight movie, which I'm really looking forward to. And this is a great choice, Offside, A football film that features almost no football as a group of young women in Iran try to get into a match but can't due to the country's laws forbidding them from watching men's sports. Surprisingly, given the subject, it's very funny, and it really is a terrific movie, really great. And finally, this from Amber. Blue Velvet is my favourite movie. You know, I have a strange relationship with Blue Velvet. Loved it now, hated it first time I saw it. The Forbidden Zone is strange and fun. And Razorback, because why not? I've never seen a World Cup match in my life, but unless it's far more interesting than I suspect, there probably aren't any wild man-killing boars the size of small trucks on the field at any point during the games. If there are, please inform me immediately so I may convert into a sports fanatic.